Yo, what's going on? Volcano Beats, live from the lab, Studio A, Pots and Pan Audio. I'm here today to bring you the brand new CLA plugin. It can only be described in one word, and that's epic. CLA Epic. From Waves Audio, it's 4 different reverbs, 4 different delays, all wrapped in one plugin. You can route them, mix them, match them, do everything. It's one of the craziest plugins I've used in a while. We're gonna get into all the features, but first, hit that subscribe for me, hit that like, comment, share, do it all. We're trying to build, we're gonna keep it going. Now let's get into that plugin. All right, let's get it going. For this session, I have 2 epics loaded, one for reverb and one for delay. The one on the left is delay, the one on the right is reverb. So what's cool about this thing is like you have 4 units of each. So we got a tape delay, we got a throw delay, we got a slap delay, and we have a crowd effects delay. On this side, for our reverbs, we got a plate reverb, we got a room reverb, we got a hall reverb, and we got a space effects. So this thing is phenomenal. Let's turn this down a little bit and make sure both of our mixes are at 100. Boom. So now let's get going. I'm going to be mostly focused on the hook on this one. Let's get it going. It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on. All right, cool. So this thing is it's kind of confusing until you look at it. Like right here, this little matrix is how you turn each module on and off. So if I hit that, boom, you see that this first row, it turns on and off. So it's kind of the opposite. When it's dark, that means it's on. When it's light, that means it's like muted. So when I hit that, boom, it opens up. So let's play around with our first module, the tape effects. Like I say, the one on the left is delay, the one on the right is our reverb. I wish I can turn the displays off, but to be honest, I haven't figured out a way to do that yet, but hopefully I can in the future, or they give us that option in the future. It ain't safe outside. It ain't safe. So let's give us some go. It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on. I'll push it a little past 0 so you can hear it. It ain't safe outside. So we got it slapping a little bit, so we gonna sync it. Boom. We got left synced. And we're gonna go well, not left, but it's like a tap. It's like a basically like a rolling RE201, how it's like the 2 different tape heads in there. That's kind of what this is like emulating. So let's go with the 2 tape heads, one at a quarter note, one at an eighth. And we can set the feedback to each, which is crazy, or we can offset them. It's crazy. It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on and hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside. They wait, so you gotta get them on. And what's cool about it is how you can push each one. They all like kind of individual. Like the overall input to them is the same, but you can use these faders to like, okay, I may just want a little bit of tape, but I can boom, use the throw, or let's say I want to use the crowd effects a little bit, or vice versa. I want to use more tape. It ain't safe outside. And a little of the crowd effects. Let's turn it on. It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on and hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside. They wait, so you gotta get them on. And with the crowd, these are my favorite too. As you can see, I jumped right to the crowd. You can make it bigger, wider, or tighter. So make it more like a crowd or less. It starts off at 50, so we're going to push it a little bit. Let's say 75. It ain't safe outside, so we got to live on and hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside. They wait, so you got to get them on. Young niggas, you born. And now with, like, let's get a little special with our crowd. Let's say we take away all the low end from our crowd. So let's go with a little high pass to take away all the low end. So we probably go all the way up to like, I don't know, like 500 with this one. If it lets it, 350 is the highest we can go. Let's go all the way up to 350. It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on and hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside. They wait. So yeah, this thing is pretty cool. Like I said, this high pass and this low pass makes it phenomenal. So let's say on my tape, I want to cut some of the lows, so I do a high pass all the way up to like 125, 130-ish, and I want to cut some highs too. So let's say I cut all the way down to like 9K, because I just want my reverb and my delays to sit exactly where I want them to sit. So I cut the frequencies to be able to do that. I can even cut even more, carve it a little bit more, even to make even more space for my other instrument. So let's say I just want my delay to be like from 200 hertz all the way up to like, I don't know, 7K. So it's not getting too crazy in there. That's my tape delay. But then my crowd delay, I keep that one like kind of open up top, but like close at the bottom. So so we can bring this back down a little bit. So yeah, I love this thing. So let's switch over to the reverb side. So on this reverb side, we're gonna start off with probably a plate. So let's open up that plate. Let's give ourselves a little bit more reverb time on the plate. I mean, not a little more, a little less. So let's say I want it to kind of sound almost modulated, so I want it a little faster. Almost like a chorus. So I'll probably even go faster. 0.8. Yeah, I'm doing that basically to add a little depth, because these vocals kind of thin, so I want to add like some depth and some epicness. Boom, let's go over to our space effect. We all know what space means, but yeah, it's like it's like an effect we all come to know from this company that starts with an E. But this is a dope version of it. So yeah, let's make this one wide, like super big. We're gonna go up to like almost as high as we possibly can. And let's decay this. Let's decay until next week sometime. Yeah, let's decay until like next Thursday. That's the long as I get. That's okay. So yeah, 3-second decay, 3.5-second decay. It's not bad. Like I say, this thing is epic. It's basically what they call it. It did not disappoint. It gives us the option to make something we can have. We got the slap delay. We got the slap delay in the small little room or hall if we want to be subtle, just not too crazy. And we got the space in the crowd to go nuts with it. This thing is A+. I've been putting it on my reverbs like for the last couple weeks since it's been out, and this is definitely one of the best purchases I made in a while, because I was always, even though I had a favorite reverb, I always had a favorite delay. I was always looking for like a reverb that did a little bit more. Even though this one is not doing a lot of crazy stuff, it reminds me of like the AMS reverb, especially like the one that they put in the 500 rack. I was thinking about buying one of those. We were thinking about buying one for the studio, but this is gonna make us like not do it as fast as we were thinking about doing it, because that's what this reverb reminds me of. Like having all of those options, but this one gives you a little bit more, to be honest.
It ain't safe outside.
And then we know it's 100% synced compared to like it being a hardware unit where you got to do things.
It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on.
Yeah, so you can take your vocals from being just normal to that crazy, epic, that quick by just using a couple faders.
It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on. They hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside.
That's my delay.
It ain't safe outside.
Now this is my crazy reverb.
It ain't safe outside, so we gotta live on. They hope we make it to the moon. Niggas waiting outside.
Yeah, the only drawbacks I see in this plugin are this crazy little matrix, the way it comes on. It would confuse you and make you think that you are having a module on and one that's on that's not really on, one that's, because everything is reverb, everything is delay. So if you're looking for a reverb, one of these are going to give you reverb. So you'll be going back and forth looking at this, trying to figure out which one is on. But if you just look over here on the actual faders, that helps you out. Don't even think about this part because it lets you turn on and off from there, and solo and everything straight from the fader. So that's my tip for using this plugin. Like all the plugins I love using, and they started off as a demo first, so I don't use anything that I can't get a demo of. And this thing, as with all Waves plugins, they give you a 30-day demo. So yeah, this is definitely one to check out. This one is Volcano Beats approved because, like I say, it kind of fills a void I was looking at. I used the UAD version of the RMX AMS joint, but sometimes I may just be on my laptop, so this gives me something crazy, and I don't have to have this connected to my Apollo or my satellite to give me some crazy effects. I may just be making a beat. I might just want to send like a vocal sample through this to make it bigger and wider. So this thing is A1, and hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. If you had a chance to play around with it yet, because like I said, I've been playing around with it almost 2 weeks now. It's crazy. It also reminds me of, I got myself a Lexicon PCM 60 here. So some of the little couple, like just turn one knob or just hit one button and it's good. That's what this plugin reminds me of. I know CLA modeled this plugin after a lot of the hardware that somebody like him, the veteran, as great as he is, been around so long, got a whole studio full of this holy grail Lexicon, the 480s and all the plugins we have. He's got the real things, and basically he just modeled a lot of those and put them in here. So 8 of them to be exact. So yeah, this one is top notch. And like I say, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. If you get a chance to use it, how you're going to be using it. Like I say, put me up on game. I might be using it in a total different way than you may be thinking of. So put me up on game. Let me know how you're going to be using it. Keep in tune with me. I got more content coming weekly. Next week I got something even doper, so stay with me. Keep working. Peace.
We would like to bring to you the stars of our show, all the way from the Windy City.